Replicon Radio is brought to you in part by Lexa Hexmaster and the Shadow Army.
Yeah. Shout out to the sponsor.
Oh, snap. We're back, yo.
Let me put the image on the screen. It's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? We are back. We're live. Repliconradio.com.
When we come back, you know what that means.
It means
we're back with it.
We bring the freshness, man. We bring the freshness with us. We bring the heat. Let everybody know. Share it out. Tell your friends. Tell your homies. Let everybody know, man. We got a homie of our own. Let's go to the. You guys ready for this? Ready for the motherfucking special guest?
Absolutely.
Press the Give it up for our motherfucking brand new homie, our brand new friend, member of the King Clique, Mr. Don't Give a Fuck himself, Chucky Chuck.
Yeah.
What's cracking?
How you doing, good sir?
I can't complain. I'm alive and ripping, so all is good.
There you go.
Hell yeah, brother. Welcome to the motherfucking Replicon Radio, man.
Fucking glad to be here.
I have to start cursing just right off the rip so people know it's okay for them to do it as well. And when you have Mr. Don't Give a Fuck, you have to just not give a fuck. So
Fuck yeah. I'm with that shit.
Hell yeah, brother. But yeah, welcome to the show, man. We appreciate you taking time to hang out with us, man, for sure.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, I'm with it, man. How's your guys' day going so far?
Going good, man.
Great now that the work day is over with. Now it's fun time.
I was on vacation, and I got to do doctor's appointments.
I was out doing juggalo things.
Goddamn adult and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Adulthood.
At least I'm off tomorrow, and I got good results back, so I don't have to go to anywhere tomorrow.
There you go.
Hey,
that's
gotta love getting old, man.
Oh, it's fantastic. My back, I started pinching a nerve from just existing. I didn't do anything to it. I drove. I sat in the car, and now I'm fucked.
Good job.
Fun. Anyway,
how was your day going, Chucky Chuck?
I can't complain. Right now it's nice and sunny. I'm down here in San Diego. I got the bong loaded up, drinking some cold ones.
Hell yeah.
Stumbled across a 50-pack of Whippets, dusted those, so I'm wah-wah.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Hell yeah. Well, you're in the perfect mood because, man, it works out great because we like to, we do a lot of traveling, and we like to go in these fucking crazy time machines, and they will make you wah-wah. So we're gonna hop aboard that time machine. We're gonna take you with us. So if you're feeling a little woozy, that's because we're traveling back in time. But that's okay, man. We want to get to know you. We want to know how it all kind of started, like back pre-98, before we know about your music history. What was kind of the life of Chucky Chuck? Like, what kind of led you down your musical path? Like, what were you into? Were you always into hip hop, punk rock? Like, where did your music life kind of get started?
Okay, I'll sum it up as like, I'm just a beach punk rock rap fucking stepchild. So I grew up in Redondo Beach, Hermosa, land of like Black Flag, Pennywise, Circle Jerks, a lot of punk rock scene down there. And then also it's like 15 minutes from Compton and LA, so you have all sorts of raves and underground hip hop. And back when NWA was cracking, the Black Flag was cracking, I kind of was just, my brothers, I'm the youngest of three, so they listened to all genres of music. So growing up in high school, I did a lot of acid, and by my freshman year I overdosed, and that's when I really found my niche as far as what I wanted to do, and I'd be an entertainer. And I was in the bands like obviously Pennywise, Black Flag. I listened to a lot of ICP. I listened to Necro, just crazy different underground hip hop shit like Kool Keith, obviously Dr. Dre, and then I stumbled across Cottonmouth Kings, and I figured that that was going to be the clique I was going to get with. So before I met those dudes, I tattooed their logo on my stomach, and the rest is history. I linked up with them around 2000, went on tour, became a hype man with Big B, and then that was like 2002, and here we are.
So you got that tattoo before you even
Big B's
like
shit,
really knew any of them?
Yeah, I saw their video on TV, and I recognized my big homie Matt Hall, rest in peace, Psycho from South Bay, and he was in the video. And my homie that lived down the street was telling me that Cottonmouth Kings are in the area, so like I just knew like here's my chance. So I just went crazy fan with it, and then I vibed with them. So first tour I went on with them was the Rolling Stone, and I was on the bus, and Chucky Styles in the DLOC. He threw me the mic. I I was on stage with them. We did the How the Wicked tour. We done gatherings. We done tours with Tech Nine. So Cottonmouth and those cats and Suburban Noise Records, Kevin Zinger, they showed me the ropes as far as like touring, because before that, my musical thing was just backyard battle raps or beach shows or just freestyling with the homies, you know?
Hell yeah.
For sure. So, what was the like when you guys started the Dgaf thing? That was after you had already linked up with Cottonmouth?
Yeah, well, Dgaf to me, like, that was like my one-man gang in high school, because after I overdosed and I came back sophomore year, they already called me Chucky, and then they called me Chucky. Chuck, don't give a fuck. And at that time, I think that was 2000 or 1990. I'll date myself. It was 96, 95, 96. And my brother was playing football with a cat named Nigel Greer, who had Dgaf on his stomach. And I was like, hey, don't give a fuck. He's like, yep. I was like, I'm Chucky Chuck, don't give a fuck. And he's like, Dgaf. So when I graduated, I had my other little homies rep Team Dgaf, and then got with D-Loc and them. And then D-Loc talked about it in a couple songs, and started a little clothing gig. And then we were making a King Click record back in the day. It would be Cottonmouth Kings, Dirtball, Saint Dog, and myself. And it didn't really pan out. I think D-Loc and Richter did the second King Spade record. So the music we had put together, me and Saint Dog, just called it Dgaf, and I brought in Gillies, Hebring, and Haas, and then that's how the Dgaf record dropped in like 2008, which was, everyone loved it. That was a fun time in my life, and rest in peace Saint Dog as well.
Absolutely, yeah. R.I.P. Saint Dog. We had Saint Dog on right before he went back to jail, and yeah, he's a super awesome dude, man. Shout out, and R.I.P. to Saint Dog for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So that, yeah, absolutely. I want to definitely talk about that, because a lot of people don't know that. Obviously, we're going to talk about King Click, but we'll get up to that, like current state. But that was something that was originally supposed to be done like 10 years ago with you, like what you said, with Cottonmouth Kings, you, Dirtball. That was before Dirtball became a member of Cottonmouth Kings, right? Like that.
Yeah, correct. And then Zinger was putting me on the game that even before that, they wanted to do a King Click thing. Like when the Southern Soldiers was first starting, they were just going to do a King Click, like a Wu-Tang, but then that's what spawned the Southern Soldiers. So they just kind of ditched the King Click name then, and then it kind of got brought up for the one me, Saint, and Cottonmouth and Dirtball would do, but that didn't come to fruition. So here we are now. You know, yeah. Present date 2001, Kingdom fucking is running again. You know, they're playing Game of Thrones, but we're running the castle.
Hell yeah, man, that's the shit. Yeah, because it's crazy to think about. Like that was because in that time period there was a lot of, especially in like the heyday of Suburban Noise, there was a lot of groups and a lot of artists and a lot of freshness. But like, you know, your name was mentioned in a lot of stuff, but a lot of people didn't know who you were, like in that manner, like artist wise. Like I remember a time where I thought Dgaf was some old punk band that Brad used to be in. I didn't know. Like I honestly didn't know.
Yeah, it's crazy because they knew I was rapped and was down with stuff, but I went out there originally to hand out flyers on the Rolling Stone tour, but the van was full, so they just threw me in the tour bus, and then I just ended up being like helping Munchies, which Taxman, and setting up stage and becoming a roadie, riding on the bus. So like I kind of just rolled with them as like a roadie, and it just branded into like that, like just like that's how it happened, really.
Fuck yeah. So I mean, you were out there working, you're out there paying your dues and doing.
Yeah, and D-Loc had my name in a song, so he would like throw me the mic. First time I was ever out, I think it was Beaumont, Kansas, 3,000 people, and like they always knew I could rap, but I didn't think I can do it in front of an audience. And after that, I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. I was like 21, 22. So yeah, I got in the easy way of like, I just got lucky rolling with those dudes. So much respect.
That's the shit though. So then, like, was Dgaf the project that we know with Haas and Saint and Gillies? Was that your first like musical release, or were you doing things prior to that?
Well, yeah, I was on. I'm pretty much the first thing I ever did with Suburban Noise Records was, I don't know if you ever heard of the Tsunami Brother record.
Yeah.
Which is, I did a lot of. I'm like the Grandfather Tsunami. I'm that voice on that Grandfather Tsunami. And there's actually a song called Dgaf on that record where you can hear me at the beginning, but I had a crazy verse on that one talking about snorting fen, can't even count to 10, and like the guys thought it was a little too crazy, so they ended up taking it off. I'm like, well, then you can't call it Dgaf, you know. But anyways, like that was like the first thing that I was on, and then I did a lot of interloops for the King Spade record, and then I was on every single Subnoise Soldier record. I've done stuff with Dirtballs solo stuff, with Saint Dog solo, Big B solo records, and then meanwhile all kinds of kids across the country doing features, and then like little mixtapes or doing rap battles here and there. But then I put out the Dgaf record was my first major like group thing that we did. That was 2008.
Hell yeah! I mean, at this point, I mean, now that's like a classic thing. At least, you know, if you're in the, if you know about the the underground stuff or the suburban noise stuff, or even like in the Juggalo world, that's
Yeah, we had a lot of love, and to be honest, like we could have done a lot more. Like everyone was on board. They didn't think that we'd last the first tour. I think we went out with Big B, Potluck, and they're like, they're not going to last at all. And we came back. Everyone's like, they made every show. They did it. Fans' response, but then a lot of the guys were scared of Saint Dog, you know. So I'm kind of getting some feedback.
Yeah, something happened. I'm not sure what happened there.
Okay, yeah, but so long story short, they really didn't give us the summer tour they expected, and we really had to like get shows for ourselves. So it really didn't work out with the Dgaf and Suburban Noise records. It just didn't pan out, you know.
Yeah. So what happened with you after that? So like, I mean, obviously a lot of people know, or at least they think they know, maybe the trials and tribulations of Cottonmouth Kings and the the losing Suburban Noise for a while and all the madness with those guys. But where were you and all? Did you continue on? I know you've done a lot of solo records and things like that since then. Like, so what have you been doing leading up to obviously what's happening now? Like, what's been going on?
Okay, the best of my recollection, well, back then, like when Suburban Noise Records and Cottonmouth and Kevin Zinger had started to split ways.
Yeah.
But my big homie was in jail. He I really couldn't get a hold of him. I had questions, he'd give me little tune-ups, but I felt like whatever's going down, I don't even care. I'm going to roll with Cottonmouth Kings because they brought me into this. So with blind loyalty, and at the same time as I was going through a breakup, and then like my life was in all kinds of turmoil, so I went with Cottonmouth. They offered me a contract with the United Family Music, so I went with them and D-Loc and Brad X, Dirtball. I think Bobby B was a part of it at the time. And we did a couple tours. I think I did an EP on that. Chucky Chuck, Still Don't Give a Fuck. They did the Crown Power record. I was on that. Yeah. And we did major tours. Did a lot of tours. That was super fun. And then after that, I figured I seen a lot of things going haywire. So before about 2016, I kind of stopped messing with those dudes, and my friend got out of prison, and he let me know like the real shit that went down between the lawsuits and all that stuff. And then I got in touch with Kevin Zinger, signed back with him, and then I just kind of put out the Henchlord record, which was a solo project I did with Eddie Ruxpin, my friend out of Santa Ana. And that's my only solo record, which I really, if you haven't heard that one, you should check that out. Henchlord, that's one of my favorite ones. And then after that, I kind of just stayed put, did some shows, been doing shows in between. And then slinging merchandise has been my main thing. Officialdgaf.com or dgafofficial.com, and just selling merchandise and staying alive that way.
Doing all the clothes
and then
and all that.
With some of the stuff with Kevin's been talking about, he's like, let's put together this group, and here we are. We got Richter, my homeboy Obnoxious, myself, a bunch of features and other people that are going to be coming along. I think Underrated from Potluck just sent me his verse, and I'm blown away. He's killing it on that one. So there's going to be a lot of good things to come with the King Click stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much, that sums it up. I don't know.
Fuck yeah. No, that's the shit. So, and you did you did some stuff with Force 5 and that too, right? I know
yeah, Donnie. Yeah, Donnie.
Yeah. Shout out to Donnie.
If it wasn't for Donnie, Dgaf probably wouldn't even tour. Like Donnie put together a lot of those tours with Dgaf, and they did some stuff with Danny Diablo and a couple other cats, and ADK. couple shows, and then he flew me out there one time with Insane Poetry, and we did a EP called The Nomads.
Yeah.
So I did a record with him too. Yeah, Donnie, he's the man.
Fuck yeah, man. Shout out to the motherfucking DRP and that ruckus.
Yeah, straight up.
That's what's up. So technically, I'm not the first, but you were one of the probably first people to be a part of Suburban Noise, like the redo. Well, I don't know what we call it, but the reimagining, the reboot.
You know, a lot of the kids, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I really don't know, because like, I guess coming back to them, you'd say so, but man, I'd have to ask Kevin, who was the first one. But like, I feel like 2016 is when I started messing with them again. So depends,
pretty early on, yeah.
Yeah, and then and I don't think Head PE ever left, or Whitney Payton, or they got Long Beach Dub All Stars still. They got a couple of the dope acts.
Yeah, no, absolutely, they're definitely doing it. Yeah, I know Whitney came on board, and so what? So you were doing, but you were signed back with him. He was helping you out to do solo projects. Like, how did the whole, like, was it just an idea Zinger had to like bring some vibes back to the label, or like what was the conversation like this to do King Click in this version?
Well, to be honest, it all came together real quick. Like, we were all doing our own things, and there's a lot of stuff on the table, but the best deal was we were thinking what D-Loc was doing with the whole Cottonmouth solo project that he was throwing.
Yeah.
Hey, pleasure to meet you, man. You guys drive safe. And he kind of really blew it, you know, in my eyes. He used that name, and everyone, we had a meeting, they're like, dude, all the fans are bummed on this. It sounds like shit. We got to save the legacy.
Yeah.
So within 2 to 3 days, everyone just banded together. We got together a couple songs, and since Richter's a part of it, he pretty much came up with that song King Click. So that's what gives us the right, and it's Suburban Noise Records. I've been there for a long time, so I've always been a part of the King Click. So it was no better time than just drop a single and get everyone who's really down with the label, who's not fake, and it shows, you know, and the music speaks. So it's like quality. We're not putting it out to get money. We're putting it out to have these kids that have been dedicated for over 20 years to this, to a legacy that it's going to be going on well 20 years from now. So we want to give them quality music, not just get a buck off of him and play some stuff that you would hear in the elevator. You know, we want to give them bangers. So that's pretty much where we're at. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of lost what I was talking about. I got excited.
No, hell yeah, get excited. I like it. That's the shit.
You know.
No, that's dope to hear. Like, I didn't know it was basically in direct response to that, but that makes it even fresher in my eyes, because I was one of those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a Cottonmouth King fan. Like, I bought Stoner's Wreaking Havoc cassette tape. Like, I'm an old man too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like kids were calling me like, yo, we're gonna burn our Cottonmouth Kings tattoos off. I'm covering this shit up. This fucking music's trash. I was like, what? I got two. I'm like, don't do that, dude. What do you think of this 25 to life stuff? I was like, had to listen to it. Don't like it. A for effort, but don't trip. Wait a day. And then we dropped We Want It All, and then they're like, thank God. Now it's with a lot of people, so there's a lot more down the chamber. But and no disrespect to D-Loc, whatever he's doing this thing, they can make it happen. So it is what it is, but thank God that we're gonna give them the quality.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously, you know, I don't want to talk about Cottonmouth King drama too much, because I mean, even though you're family, you weren't part of that.
Yeah, it's like you always have that. Well, family, you have that one brother you don't buy. Yeah,
right. But you know, a lot of people had, like, obviously Cottonmouth Kings had their ups and their downs. But when they did the Kingdom Come record, a lot of the old school fans had hope, because we had Saint Dog back. You know what I mean? We had Richter a little bit. That, you know what I mean?
Featured artist. That was the first red flag for me. Like, how you gonna feature Richter?
Yeah, that was weird. It was weird that he was a feature.
You know?
Yeah.
God.
But
yeah, I won't speak too much on like that project. I wasn't involved with it, but from Saint Dog did give me a call, went three-way, and I talked to him about it. He was pretty upset of the promises that were made and how the money was getting split, this, that, and the other thing. And you know, so hopefully thankfully we got Zinger, who's, I think they're going to re-release that.
Yeah. I heard that.
the money will end up where it needs to be, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, with his family. That's the shit. But like, I heard about that stuff later, but like at the time, before people knew about the bad shit going on, fans that may not have been fans for a long time were like, oh shit, we got fucking 3 Kings on a record? Like that
The
was,
originals.
yeah, like that was hope. Like people were like, hell yeah. Like that was a good sign. Obviously it ended badly, and then, you know, a lot of other things Luke did, but this, and then obviously 25 to Life, but then you guys announced this King Click, and that fucking single and it was like old school, like I would even go and say like late 90s 2000, like the family type vibes, like we're homies again, like y'all were having fun, like the video came out, everybody's kicking it and doing like the Point Break shit.
Yeah.
Like people were hype, man.
Good stuff. Can't wait for you guys to see the next couple videos.
Hell yeah. So, and obviously we're talking about that first single came out, We Want It All, and it's you guys with King, like, and people originally thought the whole track list was the group, which would be insane as well, but officially King Click is Chucky Chuck, Obnoxious, and Johnny Richter.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you got Richter, the backbone, and then you know, Obnoxious, he's a fucking beast on the mic. He's a fucking sergeant at arms, I guess you'd say. And then I'm just there as the hench lord, you know. But like I said, you're never gonna know who's gonna end up on the full length or on the record. But everyone's a King Click. But for touring and the base of it, yeah, it's me, Richter, and Obnoxious.
Yeah, that's the shit though. But yeah, the first track came out. You got Jared from Head PE, Mad Child.
Wow.
That's fucking wild. So yeah, so did you guys go like? I mean, we know. I guess it's already been announced that there's a record coming. But like, when you guys did this first single, was that the first thing you did? Like, let's get this out. Let's get we decided we're gonna do it. Let's just do something. Like, how did the process go once you guys decided? Okay, we're a group. Let's do it.
Well, we pretty much had that one in the chamber. I got him. We had that. We had that one in the chamber, and that was a lot of people were already on that. And we thought, what better way than to just hit him with this one? Yeah, bud. Cause the little girl.
He was excited about that single. Hell yeah. So, what's the next steps for King Click? Have you guys finished recording a record? Like what?
Hold on.
We got to let him do some parenting. Let's fill the time.
Yeah, we got videos in the chamber. I think we're gonna drop a quick EP first, and then we'll get the whole album cracking and make it worth everybody's while.
He's happy.
There he is.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Did we lose?
Lost you there.
Oh, it's all good. We're still here. We were enjoying the happiness of the child.
Yeah.
He's
Sorry
excited
that.
about what you got going
He was
on.
excited about the recordings, man. We're excited.
What's I didn't hear you.
I said he was excited about all the new music.
Oh, for sure.
We're excited. We're just as excited as he is. Hell yeah. So hopefully, is there, I know there hasn't been any release dates or anything announced, but do you have any like speculation on when the first project would drop?
Well, I don't know, to be honest, but definitely within the next couple weeks, or it's gonna happen here soon. We're gonna do a pre-order. We're gonna got some bundle packets, shows lined up, a lot of SRH events coming. There's a lot down the chamber, so very shortly we'll be releasing the pre-order dates.
Hell yeah. So pre-orders coming soon for the brand new King Click. Are you still planning on doing Chucky Chuck or Dgaf solo projects or Dgaf projects, or is there anything for that in the future? Or you just focus strictly on King Click?
Oh yeah, I think I have the next follow-up to the Hench Lord record pretty much wrapped and just sitting on that. I'm working on a couple more with Eddie Ruxpin, and then I have Dead City Villains with my friend Rhett out of DC. We got a couple songs coming with him, working with Steady Rockwell, and then I'm just doing features a lot with a lot of cats from around the country. They've been hitting me up over the pandemic, and we just been logging in feature after feature. So I got about 30 or 40 songs with those kids all dropping, and then gonna do a lot of shit.
Fuck yeah, man.
Working with Big Hoss too, and I talked to Big Hoss too, and we're gonna get back into putting together some stuff. We got some lost songs from the last stuff we didn't do, so get Gillies involved and Circa, and then don't be surprised if you see a Dgaf round 2 coming soon too.
That'd be the shit, man. Yeah, and he's I don't. It's a weird. I don't know if I should even ask you this question, but you mentioned Hoss. Wasn't he doing something with Saint's kid or something? Some sort of project?
Oh, Big Matt. Yeah, I think so. And I know he's going to be on Saint Dogs. Got another record coming out too, I think, for Force 5 or some songs that he has. So I'm pretty sure he's on that. And don't be surprised if you hear about Lil Saint on the King Click record or something.
Hell yeah.
But if you look closely to that We Want It All video, he's actually in that video.
Yeah, I saw it. I remember, and you guys posted that he was like chilling when you guys did the video shoot. I remember that. That's the shit, man. I love that. Like that's those positive vibes, man. Like it's good to see that type of stuff and like caring about things like the legacy of Saint and the legacy of Suburban Noise and what Cottonmouth Kings once was when we were kids and that whole vibe. And seeing the people come back, man, thing. Like the Head PEs and you know, Big B and Long Beach Dub All Stars and like, you know, seeing the old faces show back up, man. Like,
oh yeah, good stuff.
It's cool to see. I'm excited for the project, and I'm excited. I can only assume there's like surprises, and people are gonna be like, "Holy cow!" These crazy old names that people forgot showing back up and popping into Suburban Noise things. And obviously, you know, I know Whitney's a part of it now. You guys did that Everyday track, which is technically a King Click track, you know, on a Whitney feature.
Yeah, and I just saw some of the artwork for the cover, and I was blown away by that. So I'm really stoked for everyone to get their eye busted with all the merchandise, and this cover art is dope, super fresh.
I'm pumped, dude. It's dope, man. People are liking it, man. I mean, obviously we've only heard just a small taste, but I know a lot of old school fans are hyped to see it, and just to see the camaraderie again, man, and to see, you know, especially to see Richter doing shit and doing something positive as well.
Oh yeah, and some kids are hearing it like, yo, this doesn't sound like the come out this that. It doesn't sound like the come out sound. And like, I don't really like to get into like the internet beef and shit, but Richter put it the best. He's like, hey, it's the King Click. We're not trying to duplicate with the King Click stuff, so it's going to be a different sound, but don't be surprised when you hear some West Coast bangers on the next couple ones, though. But and there are songs where it's just me, Richter, and Obnoxious too, that people are gonna be blown away. Some good stuff.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Obnoxious too. He don't get no love.
Yeah, that's my boy, dude, for sure. He was on my record. We got a song called Duffel Bag, and got Bizarre on that from D12, Hex, Scribble. He was on Force 5. My homie King Kane and Obnoxious really kills it. Uh-oh. Daddy duty.
Is that the terrible 2s I hear, or the terrible 3s?
Yeah, he's horrible 3s right now.
There we go. That's what I thought. That man went from happy to fuck you, and then back to happy all in a split second. He's on the fuck you stage.
Oh, man.
But oh yeah, Dgaf also stands for damn good at fatherhood.
There you go. Damn good at fatherhood. Hell yeah, man. That's the shit.
Yo, we all gotta evolve, you know.
Definitely, man.
Hell yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you too much longer, man. You got some kids to take. I got one more question for you, and then we also have a playlist. I'm gonna go over this playlist with you. So if you have like a fun story or like a behind the scenes about the tracks on the playlist, it's actually a really long playlist. I don't know if we'll get to it all, but I still want to go over the tracks. Obviously, first up, we got this first single from King Click, We Want It All, with NPE and Mad Child. I got the Everyday track that we talked about from Whitney Payton with King Click, Mad Child, Head PE. Then we got Khakis and Dirt Bikes. I got the track.
Yeah, that's a sick one.
Yeah. What can you tell us about that one?
Khakis and Dirt Bikes.
Hell yeah.
That's to be honest, my homie Eddie Ruxpin was like, this one's not going on the record. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Because you know how producers are. They don't want to. They listen to songs 500 times. He heard that beat so many times. So my homie Grimace, the dude on the hook, he's getting out in about 14 days. But that was my favorite one on the record. I was like, this one's going on the record. And once it got released, literally, if we got the paperwork back, that one gets the most downloads and the most streams. So
Yep, hell yeah.
Khakis and Dirt Bikes, baby. Shout out to Grimace.
Hell yeah. Then we got Attitude.
Attitude, yeah. BJ Smith on the hook. That was actually an original song for Judge D. He kept the hook and dropped his verses out, and then I just filled in. He was moving on to some other music, so he kind of gave me that beat and that concept. So I just put my own words to it, and that's a fun one live. Love that one.
Hell yeah. I got one of the newer ones, Yahtzee.
Yahtzee, that's right. Shout out to Miss Hat and Steady Rockwell. We recorded that around 5:30 in the morning in Orange County. That was a fun one. Eddie Ruxpin on the beat.
Hell yeah. Got a classic Dgaf, Knuckle Up.
Knuckle Up. We made that one after a street fight where this dude's like, I train MMA, and then he got hit in the head with a skateboard, and then the fight was over.
Damn. Good job, bud. That's the shit.
Fun fact, I knew somebody that actually got into a street fight and hit somebody with a skateboard, and he actually hit him with the trucks of the skateboard. Didn't end so well. He went to jail for manslaughter. But, he's out now. It was fine.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened in that one, but it wasn't me.
Whoopsies.
As long as it wasn't you. Then we got Smith and Wesson Reloaded featuring my man Saint Dog.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's the song he called me about. He wasn't too happy with certain people, and he said, yo, it's just fucked up. What's going on? I was like, hey, man, what do you want me to do? He said, jump on this remix and give it to him. I was like, I bet.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of drama surrounding that Kingmaker shit, but it is a dope-ass track.
Yeah. If anybody knows who Shaky Bones is, that's who I'm referring to is on that one. I love that song.
Hell yeah. And then I got, you mentioned him earlier as someone you looked up to. Now you got a feature with him, Wowzers, featuring Cool Key.
Unbelievable. Shout out to the first stimulus check. I think it was $1,200, right? Shot at the Cool Key. He gave me the feature. Boom. I met him a couple times. I seen him on Sunset and Point City at a bodega with a hooker looking at porno magazines. No one believed me, so I had to steal the surveillance camera, find it, play it back, showed it to everyone, and I felt like O-Dog from whatever movie that was, Medicine Society, when he shot the clerk corner when I was showing everyone. But yeah, shout out to Cool Key. That's a dope ass track. Eddie Ruxpin on the beat.
And that, kids, is what we call investing.
Yeah, man. That's the shit. I love that. Shout out to the first stimulus check. Then we got Crack the Frame with Cottonmouth Kings.
Crack the Frame, yeah. I got to jump on there. I think an 8-bar verse. I'm not sure. I think that's Kumagai. I don't know who did that beat, but at a couple times when I was on tour with those dudes, they had a song that had open bars, and I spit that rap over the live version, so that's a good one.
Oh yeah, it's a dope track. No Justice, No Peace featured Jared.
Steve Dang beat. I had wrote the first verse, and I thought to myself, damn, I hear Jared on this, so I sent it to him. 2 days later, he sent back the hook and his verse, and that's a wrap on that one. Shout out to Jared. Was a savage.
It's a perfect track for Jared too. Then rounding it all out, another classic Dgaf, We Came Here.
What is it?
We Came Here.
We Came Here just to fuck. Yeah, I think me and Saint are pretty much on that one.
Yeah,
that's a party jam for sure. Kumagai on the beat. Yeah, we wrote that off some Butte Vodka and Vago cotton candy flavor.
Oh shit, that sounds like a party. Holy fuck.
Yeah, oh hell yeah, especially with Saint Dog. Rest in peace, my boy.
Amen, man. Kind of speaking of that, like you mentioned Judge D, is there like with all these people coming back, can we expect to see like some names we haven't heard yet, like people like Judge D or Dog Boy or any of the classic suburban boys?
Yes,
OGs?
Judge D's working on some crazy stuff. I can't speak for him, but he's going to drop a lot of jaws here soon. Definitely.
Hell yeah, man. I know Big B's killing it, doing something completely different than what we knew him as, but he's definitely doing his damn thing with his.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Big B. He was one of the people that opened the doors for me, and I'm sure we're gonna get him on a song too on this new shit. So
hell yeah,
we're gonna make it happen.
It's fresh to see, man. It brings back memories of things I once loved and lost. But it's fresh.
And it's back.
Hell yeah. I remember fucking grand vernaculars and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
man.
you know what? I sent him a song too. He's gonna be getting back soon. I think he's gonna be on my new solo record. I think I have Fanac on the new record too. So stay tuned for that.
All kinds of crazy nostalgic shit coming back around, man. It's dope to see. Hell yeah. If anybody tuned in live has a question, let me know real quick. But I do have one more question for you, brother, because we do ask all of our guests the same shit because we're unoriginal and that's just how we do it. But essentially, bro, you got 3 records that either inspire you as a man, as an artist, maybe as a father, the one you listen to when you're mad, the one you listen to when you're sad and you're crying, whatever it may be. Just 3 records you could not live without, 3 albums. What would they be?
3 records. I'm gonna have to go with Creedence Clearwater Revival Greatest Hits.
Hell yeah.
And
Ain't nothing but
I
like
would
some
go,
CCR.
Oh yeah, I would go for Cool Keith with the Dr. Octagon album. And then my third one, fuck, that's a trip. Let me see. Fuck, the third one might have to be something super crazy, like Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, man. That's the shit. So you put all that shit in a fucking blender and out comes out a little Don't Give a Fuck Chucky Chuck.
Yeah, we heard it. We heard him earlier in the interview.
Yeah,
that's what he popped out.
That little Axel over there screaming.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that's the shit, brother. Hell yeah, man. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped for King Click. I'm pumped for the future of Chucky Chuck. Let everybody. Where can they follow you? Where can they keep up with all the things happening in the world of King Click and Chucky Chuck?
I'm mostly active on Instagram, and it's easy. Chucky Chuck, Dgaf, CHUCK, DGAF on Instagram, and Chucky Chuck on Facebook, and at King Click. That's pretty much it.
Hell yeah. And you still do the Dgaf merch, and like people can still buy all that shit too, right?
Definitely. That's dgafofficial.com.
There you go.
dgafofficial.com, and we be doing mystery boxes. We have a bunch of more drops coming soon. We're gonna do some collaborations. We've been in the works with SRH2, and it's like a whole family thing again. So be on the lookout.
Hell yeah, Dead Body Man loves mystery boxes.
I heard about the mystery box.
Fuck yeah, man. That's the shit. Go support. If you don't give a fuck, then you should buy a t-shirt that says it. You know what I'm saying?
I support
Hell
mystery
yeah.
boxes.
That's right. Damn good at fatherhood, damn good at fishing, damn good at fucking,
Whatever you want to be good at. You got
exactly.
it. It's all covered, man. That's the shit, bro.
All right, you guys, thank you so much.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you, man. We look forward to hearing what's coming, man. And hopefully we'll have you back on when the record comes out and we'll talk more, bro.
Appreciate it. Dgaf, we out.
Peace.
And King Click, sub noise.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, man. There you go. There you have it. Chucky Chuck. Don't give a fuck. Well, I had to unplug the thing.
Well, he don't give a fuck if he fucked your headphones up.
All right. You're good. Hell yeah. Shout out to motherfucking Chucky Chuck. We're going to play some Chucky Chuck tunes.
Oh, shit.
Or some little King Click, little Chucky Chuck. Little mix and match. If you're tuned in on YouTube, go check out the full audio version available on all streaming platforms. And we're live right now at repliconradio.com. And we'll be back to YouTube after this musical break. Everybody else just enjoy the smooth tunes.
See